Hey, so what's up guys? So it's the Forex Bull seminar going down today. So we're about, of course, to get some greatness to people. You know, it's all about changing lives and of course sharing this knowledge, because it doesn't make sense when you have the idea, the skill set, and you aren't sharing it with anyone. So we have the session happening today, so let's check the greatness in here. Let me get this to you guys. Feel free, okay? Feel free. And of course, be ready to digest the content, because if you have the mindset of like, it's hard to understand, or maybe it's going to take me some good time, then facts are it's going to take you some good time to learn. Eh? So it's all about you accepting the fact that you'll probably understand this in the shortest period, right? Now, I've been doing trading now for a long time, so whenever I'm interacting with many students, I often find out that many find it a bit difficult to understand. You know, people like take it to be so hard to digest the content. So I was literally trying to break down the point that it's possible you can actually learn how to trade. So it's all about your mindset and you accepting the fact that you basically want to learn. So I was basically getting the audience ready for the seminar.
This guy who is always on his phone.
Yeah.
Like, I see some chats, some things I don't understand.
Yeah.
So one time I asked him to solve this. Then he sat me down. We talked a lot. And he started showing me videos of you.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. I saw this. You guys are young.
Yeah.
So I heard it. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, by next year I will be rich.
Yeah.
Not until I got inside.
Yeah.
Then I said, yeah. So that inspiration
Yeah.
really made me to hold on to it. Yeah. Because if you guys have made it,
Yeah.
when all of us will make it.
That's it.
We just have to strive hard.
Exactly.
That's what that's how I actually knew about it.
Wow. Yeah, that guy in class every time on the chats. I was also that type, by the way. Like when I learned about trading, and then universities that opened up, so went to school. But like every time I've been in class, I'm on my chats. But my guys in the classes, man, like they wouldn't understand the concept. I'm like, every time I'm behind, you know, analyzing this and that. Like all my focus was gone. But of course, me, I was so determined. Like, that was my path, eh? But me knowing about trading, I also knew I knew about this like any of you guys. Like I also found out someone on YouTube. He's South African. Yeah, he's South African. He was young and he's a millionaire. So it's like, to me personally, I thought that maybe it's a gone chance, because me, I thought that maybe I'll need to get a forex bureau, yeah? Like set up a physical location and then be able to exchange currencies. So it's like, I think this is gone because I'm broke, no money. So had to make more research. Eh? And so I all of a sudden found out that, okay, you can actually be able to trade on your phone. You just need this and this and this. So guess what? I had to put in the work to learn the concept, right? So one thing to let you guys know is, of course, learning never ends. Learning never stops. Even me personally, I learn like every time I be learning. Even someone else out there, learning never stops. Eh? But of course, when you get the concepts, the basics, it can take even about when it's self-learning, like when you're learning by yourself. Eh? It takes some good time. It can even take about 6 months, even up to a year. But of course, when you're learning from someone else who has been there, it can even take about a month. So in a month, you could have grasped the whole concept. You know, you have a strategy, you have this and this, you know about the winning, you know. So after learning the basics, of course, now you have to keep practicing from your results. Eh? Whenever you make a loss, you're going to learn from the losses to become a better trader, you know, to become a better person. When you make a profit, you see, okay, how did I actually make the profits here? So you'll be looking for such entries in the next trades, right? So that's the main concept. We are going to be basically discussing about, I first told you about the trading expectations. I think I've not talked about this in a very good way. So the thing is, when you're getting into trading, of course, facts are there's unlimited money, like, because it's global, like it's global. Let me tell you a story. I remember sometime, I think it was last year probably November or December, like I had about 70,000. It's about $19, right? So I had $19 on my trading account and then traded on that account for about a week. And then I found out I'd turned the $17, I mean the $19, to about $800. That's about 2 million Ugandan shillings, something like that. So like the concept is there's unlimited money, like it's for real, it's serious, you know. But before tapping into that, you need to get the skill. You need to get the skill. There's nothing that comes easy. Facts, like seriously. You know, if by the time of flipping those small accounts and, you know, making big money, there's something behind the losses, you know, the losses that I went through, you know, losing this and that. So the main point is there's nothing that comes easy. Facts. Yeah, like someone shouldn't lie that, okay, you're going to get rich in a week, like a month. No. So you have to grasp have a strategy. We're going to cover up a strategy and a strategy for small accounts, and then we shall see how to scale in positions. You guys will get the concept. Then we shall again look at what we call risk and money management. That's so important. That's what we're discussing. And then finally, we shall look at the psychology. Psychology is so important. Let's get into it. So now, the strategy for trading on a small account. So what should be the things to put into consideration? You guys should note these things down, okay? And if you're on your charts, it's even better. So first things first is we should trade with a trend, okay? Trade with a trend. Don't go against the trend. If it's an uptrend, we are looking for buys, okay? We buy when the market is going up and then sell when the price is going down, okay? So first things first, don't go against the trend, okay? Trade with a trend. You guys get the point? When it's an uptrend, we are looking for buys, and when it's a downtrend, we are looking for sales, okay? You guys get it? Second note is do not open up multiple positions before profit. I often see guys asking, hey, like how do I open up multiple positions? Because you find someone has about 5 positions all running, right? And someone is like, hey, how do I do this? Because you've seen maybe the other trades, all the trades are in profit. So someone wants to learn how to open up multiple positions. But yeah, when you're trading on a small account, please don't open up multiple positions before profit. If you had opened up your first trade and it's not yet in profit, don't open up the second one. And then I'm also not kind of emphasizing that, okay, you should always open up other positions when the others are in profit. Nope, hold on. So the third thing is secure profits, okay? Secure profits early because you're trading on a small account. When it's a downtrend, we see the market going to the downside. Of course, you shouldn't expect the market to just move down, boom. Nope. Here's how it moves. It moves like how you guys can see in the first picture in here. You guys can see it? So you can see that it moves and then pulls a little bit back up, moves and then pulls a little bit back up, and then moves. Let's try illustrating it here so we can see if it comes out. So when it's a downtrend, here's what happens. So we shouldn't expect the market to just move like boom. Nope. Here's what happens. We're going to see the market moving like this, right? And then pulling back a bit back above, then boom, pulling back up, boom, pulling back up, boom. So this is a downtrend, huh? So we have these levels here, these levels here, these levels here, these levels here. Hey, this is a very important concept. You guys need to understand this for real. To understand what's the overall trend, because if you actually don't understand the overall trend, you're going to mess up. Now here's what happens. If you actually don't understand the overall trend in here, now like an example here, this is a downtrend, so I expect to take sales, but then of course it means if you actually don't know this, you're not going to take a buy. Why? Because you just bump into it and you didn't understand the overall trend. So here's the main concept. In a downtrend, we see, maybe I call them falling zigzags, I don't know, but they're zigzags, but to the downside. So we have names for these levels here, so we can decide to name them. So let's start off. So since this is a downtrend, we are going to call this a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, and then this is going to be a lower high, a lower high, a lower. This might be confusing, but it's not that important for you guys to understand it. You just need to know that, okay, when it's a downtrend, this is what we should expect, okay? Good. The second one is the uptrend. Again, in an uptrend, we shouldn't just expect the market to boom. Nope. Here's again what happens. In an uptrend, of course, we are going to see the market pushing up, pulling back up, pushing up, pulling back up, pushing up. You guys get the point? Sure. Now, okay. Now, here's it. When it's a downtrend, we can say you are going short or you're selling, right? Because it's going down, the price is falling, eh? Or you can be bearish, from the word bear. It's going down. And then when it's an uptrend, we say it's you're going long, or you're buying, or you're bullish, okay? You're the bull. You are buying with the price going up, okay? How do I identify the overall trend? Now, there are many concepts. You can even identify the overall trend by you looking at the charts. Let me show you something here. So we have this one here. Can you guys really see this clearly? So that's a downtrend. This is a downtrend, a clear one on the charts. These are live charts. So why are we calling it a downtrend? Of course, you guys can see that it's going down, like from the concept that we just explained. We said in a downtrend, we expect the market to push to the downside in a way that it's pushing down, then pulling back up, pushing down, pulling back up, pushing down. This particular example, I'm currently on H4 now. Let's look at it. This is what we are looking at currently. This is Euro USD on H4. So look at this guys, from here where I'm actually pointing up to here. You guys can see what I'm doing from this particular point here, where the cross is, up to down here. What's that? Is that an uptrend or a downtrend? It's a clear downtrend. Why? We're even just identifying it by our mere eyes. Why? Because we have such a pattern. Depending on what we are discussing, we can see that it's pushing down. Let's start. It's pushing down, and then a bit pulling back up, and then pushing down, right? And then pulling back up, and then pushing down, pulling back up, pushing down. From the concept that we just discussed, right? You guys get it? Now, from this point, from where we are, up to this point, is that an uptrend or a downtrend? It's an uptrend. Why? Because we can see again, we said in an uptrend, it's pushing to the upside, pulling back up, pushing to the upside. Easy concept, easy concept. I would be looking for a trade at this point here. We can also look at these points here. We were not looking at this. Look, you guys see where I've put my cross? You can see that the market's push from here. These are also small pullbacks. Boom, a small pullback, and then a push, right? A small pullback. Now this was a bit bigger, pull back up to here. Now this is becoming a support level. Let me kind of try to adjust it, stretch it, and see. We'd get a trade at this point. Just place the stop loss a few pips below, and of course I take profit to cover up a target of 1 to 2. Now this I see a chart pattern already, so I would recommend that you guys also understand some chart patterns, because it's really so important. Anyways, the concept was we were looking for pullbacks. Where the pullback is ending, it's where we are taking the trade, okay? Now after that, we see that we had a very big push to the upside. Boom to the upside. Now on pushing to the upside, we saw just small pullbacks, of course, happening again here. Would have gotten a trade at this point here, You guys can see, because we had a small pullback. If it was a bullish candlestick and it had closed above this previous, to close above this, let's say we had gotten a bullish candlestick to form above, we'd have taken a trade. But then again, here's what happens. Let's say someone had taken a trade here. You'd have taken a trade here, and then let's see. So let's say you had taken a trade here, right here, and then again push your stop loss above 10 to 15 pips. You could have possibly, of course, gone into a drawdown, because you can see that it again kept on going down. So it means you would have been in a drawdown, right? You could have gone in a drawdown for some time, and then if the stop loss was so tight, you could have been stopped out. You see your trade getting triggered, closed, lows, and then all of a sudden see the trade going into your direction, right? So we are looking at it at this point. It's better when a pullback is getting done, at least wait for 3 candlesticks. Wait for 3 candlesticks. At least one should close above the previous. Is it resistance, right? Let's see. Now look at what we entered the trade. Look at what we said we would have gotten the trade from. In here, look. So you can see that when the pullback was getting done, we had a bullish, a big bullish candlestick. This means buyers were taking control over the markets.
When you're going to be trading, the things you call M patterns, okay? As price pushes up, then slightly drops down, okay? It will tend to come back up into this level, okay? This is a level of resistance, so it will fall to the downside. Those of you guys who traded NFP, okay? The gold move. Price pushed up slightly like this, dropped a little bit, pushed to the upside. If someone had an entry down here with a stop loss maybe up here, price was just going to drop all the way to the downside. Price created a peak, let's say around here, indicating a level of resistance. So when it came back down, when it came back up to this level, it had to drop all the way to the downside. So the concept of support and resistance is really key. Your clear understanding of it and marking it still at key significant levels, which are going to be in position to look at, will help you to be in position to take up trades. So static support and resistance, okay? We'll be in position to see how we are going to be marking up our charts to understand what static support and resistance is basically, okay, is the same way I've tried to explain on the whiteboard. You have price reacting within this zone. This down is going to be the floor or support. What we have up is going to be the roof or resistance, right? Each time price is down here, you expect to push the upside. Each time price is up here, you expect to push the downside. But now, how do you get to take up your trade? Confirmation. You have the candlesticks that we looked at in the first place. The bullish ones will indicate a push to the upside. And where are you seeing them? You can't see a bullish candlestick pattern up here and then you take up. It will really make no sense. Maybe say price created this peak, now you're here. Now you see a bullish engulf. You see a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern per se. That will be more of like a weak entry criteria. You should be seeing this at specific levels. If it's bullish, you'll be seeing it at a key level of support. If it's bearish, you'll be seeing it at a key level of resistance. Then you take up the trade in that trigger. Market structure. So market structure is literally the behavior of the market where it's making us, let's say in an uptrend, making a series of higher highs and higher lows. When it's in a downtrend, it will be creating a series of lower highs and lower lows. This is important. And to the fact that you could even be drawing them, put them like on your wall as you're trading and maybe be looking at them. You see price making, let's say it's in an uptrend, it will be making a series of higher highs and higher lows, okay? This is a low, for instance, where price is beginning from. Then it creates a high, okay? So this will be a higher low. Why? It's higher than this previous low. Then this will be a high, but now it's higher than the, it's higher than the previous high. So we have a higher high. Once this high is created, price will push to the downside, since at resistance, come to support, creating a higher low again. Okay, push up again, create a higher high. So this movement within an uptrend is when the market is making a series of higher highs and higher lows. We'll be looking at an uptrend. Vice versa, when prices push to the downside or in a downtrend.
Now he's one of our mentors at Forex Bulls. So as our team has been growing, of course, we have had other members come along the team. So I basically find it that, of course, under pursuit of greatness, you have to absolutely, empower other people. Like if you are somewhere in life, so how about you also came up with, a way at least to benefit everyone around you, your community, and of course the closest people around you. So at Forex Bulls right now we have a very, very big team, and of course it continuously grows. Of course, he's called Paul, and he had to definitely discuss, share the content and the skill set that he actually has, of course, with our students.
Good evening to whoever is picking me. My name is Camilo Kidega. I happen to join the Forex Bulls for today's seminar, and I've been able to learn a lot of things, very many things which I was actually missing out in my trading. The session helped me a lot to understand about Forex trading. It helped me a lot to understand about the strategies which the Forex Bulls use, and it helped me a lot to really touch on where I used to miss out. I believe after this seminar, with the guidance given to me by the Forex Bulls, I'll be able to be profitable in the Forex market. I really encourage my friends out there to join the Forex Bulls, because there's a lot which you may be thinking that you're doing it right, but you'll not know until you get down to the Forex Bulls. Then they'll get to open your eyes to see things clearly in the Forex market. So I just encourage whoever is watching, whoever is listening, to join the Forex Bulls, because to me, it's the only trusted mentors. It has the only trusted mentors, I can say. I've moved a lot, and I've seen people. I honestly say Forex Bulls are the only mentors which are honest in Uganda. So you people come and join them, come and join us to succeed in this game. Thank you.
Wow, I'm called Falan, and I happened to attend today's Forex Bulls seminar, and it was really a very great experience today. I loved the way we did the technical analysis, and I loved the concept of support and resistance. I really loved the use of the indicators, and it really blessed me. It opened an eye for me, and I believe after today's session, I'm going to be a professional trader in the near future. Thank you so much.
My name is Tony Agumia. I happen to be among this seminar at the Forex Bulls, and I happen to be among the part of the mentorship. So I've been there, they are mentoring me, and adding on this seminar, I believe, like the motto says, I'm really going to make pips. I've learned a lot about the resistances, supports, everything. So guys, those who are still out there, you are really missing a lot. Where you better come and join when time is still early, because here we make pips, and pips is money, and with money everything changes, life changes, everything. Yeah, thanks Forex Bulls for helping us. Yeah, thanks.